Okay, let's test the gripper with the Arduino. So the first thing we need to do is pull off the gripper and plug in our USB cable from our computer to the Arduino. Then we go to the computer, open up the Arduino IDE, then go to File, Examples, Gobbit Line Command, Gripper Test. Of course, you have to have already installed the Arduino, the driver for your red board. If you're using a red board, if you're using a genuine Uno, you don't need to. And you have to have installed the Gobbit Line Command library. So we have other videos for that. So with this, I'm going to go ahead and make sure my COM port is selected. Mine is COM22, and that's fine. So I'll go ahead and send it over. The default angles that the gripper is going to try and cycle through right now are 180 degrees open, 85 degrees closed. It should be pretty conservative. Okay, now that it's sent over, I'm going to turn on the battery for the gripper. Okay, it's opening. It looks like it's... Okay, see, what it's supposed to do is open all the way. That's 180 degrees, and then just slightly close. You saw it twitch a little bit, just to give us an indicator of that it is actually not at the end of its travel. Then it's supposed to close, and then twitch back open just slightly. It's not doing that. That means it's probably closing beyond the point that we want here. So I don't like how far it is from being all the way open there. So I'm going to actually adjust that. I'm going to turn off the battery power here. See, it actually travels further, but it's beyond the electronic where it can actually, I guess, get feedback of where it is. So I'm going to loosen the horn screw. I'm going to reposition it. So let's see, I need to make it travel further out. I'm going to pop this off. I'll probably put it back on and close it some, and then about that much. Reposition as if it was in further out position. Get it to kind of find the spline again. There it went. So now it can travel beyond. See, before it was stopping. Before I put the screw back in, let's just turn it on and see what it does now. As he went all the way open and it twitched shut a little bit. Now you can see the twitching. It just closed a little bit. That means it's close to a good spot. So I like the open position now, because it's opening all the way, but then I see it return a little bit. So I know I'm not putting too much strain on it. It's able to get to a neutral spot. It's able to hit its target without constantly fighting. You'll feel the motors, feel it growling really aggressively if it's not, and you'll hear it if it's not able to get to that 180 degrees. So now the close is really far open. So there's the closed position. You should twitch a little bit open. Okay, so this one's probably going to be closer, because the 180 is good. Probably going to be closer to a 70 degrees, I'd bet. So, but I'm going to try changing the closed angle to, say, 75, and let's see what this does. Let's send that over. Oops, get that back on the screen. And it is uploading. It's done uploading, so there's the open position. You see the little twitch. There's closed, you see there's a little gap in there, and then it twitches back open. So we can go a little more closed. We're just trying to creep up on it because we don't want this thing to tell it to go to 0, so it's got 70 degrees that it's never able to reach. it'll burn the motor up eventually. So I'm going to drop it down to 72. I was at 75. I went to 70. Actually, I'll go to 73, 2 degrees more than what it was. And I'm sending that over. It's uploading. Now it's uploading. And done uploading. So, closed. That's pretty closed. Let's see if it has grip on something thin when it's in that closed position. Yeah, that's got it. Yeah, so it's, and you can still see it twitch open slightly. And that's just the program that I've created here, so that it gives me a reference that it's closed and just barely opening. Just give me a reference. There's other ways we could accomplish this. You could have degree by degree just slowly kept telling it to move. This is just the default that I'm working with that I like. I seem to get there pretty quick. So again, just making sure it's going to hold this. Yeah, I think I could probably go one more degree. I'm going to drop it down. I'm at 73. I'm going to drop it to 72. Uploading that, and I think that'll be good. And now if it was going too far open as well, when it's in this position, if you didn't see that little twitch, then that means it's probably trying to travel too far open, and then instead of 180 degrees, you'd make that less. You'd make it, try going down 178, 176, or, just making your way down so you have the full travel. So, but there we go. This one is calibrated, ready to go. It's 180 degrees fully open, 72 fully closed. All right, now we're ready to go on and do your test programs with your following and driving around, picking up objects. I would probably move on to the example, the grip and move something, I believe it is. Yes, under examples, Gobbit Line Command. Let's see, grip and move something. It's a pretty straightforward one. So send this guy over and check out the video on what it's supposed to do. So, alright, we're done with this assembly. Go ahead and turn it off. Pull the cable. It's all ready to go for the next. Oops, I got the wire caught in there. You got to make sure you got the wire caught inside there. Make sure they're out of the way before you push it down. If it doesn't go in easily, then something's in the way. There we go.